Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Kathy. We're here to begin, and let us all say heart source. And for those of you who are watching this for the first time and have not had experience with the heart source, move into your heart chakra and go deep within. Good. Now kind of circle around to the back and go into the back of your heart chakra. Go deep within. And go so deep that after going through this hallway or alley or tunnel, whatever, you move into this expansive place, which is your sacred space. We all have one. Somebody's not going high enough, and so they're not able. There you go. Okay, great. And now come around to the front, move into the front of your third eye, your sixth chakra. Good. Now go around to the back and move into the back of your third eye. Beam of energy from your heart chakra to your third eye. Send that beam of energy straight up to the center of the universe. Bring that beam of energy straight down through your first chakra to the center of the earth. Breathe in, just inhale as deep as you can, and notice that there's energy coming from above. There's energy coming from below. Bring it in and let it gather at the heart chakra. There you go. Practice this. This is going to be on YouTube. Just go practice this first part. And when you can feel it within, you just say heart source, and there it is. All right. Now let us do Michael's sword. Those of you who have the sword, just say, I am the sword. Those of you who have never received Archangel Michael's sword, hold out your dominant hand and ask Archangel Michael, may I please have your sword? He will lay the hilt of the sword in your hand. Mine comes like to here. Then just move it in front of your heart, blade up. Your whole aura, as far as it goes, does the same thing as Michael's swords, which clears congested energy. And that sword can be light years long and it can be microns long, depending upon what you're working with. Now let's activate the violet flame with the book Hidden Structures. The violet flame is also resting in the back of the front. So the front part of your sixth chakra, in the back of it is the violet flame, and just say violet flame activate along every layer of my aura. Okay, these three things, heart source, the sword, and the violet flame, give you tremendous amounts of protection. There's numerous ways to use them. So now, outside of these three structures, just declare, chakras spin as fast as is safe for me. What is happening is that congestion that is ready to leave your chakras is spinning out, and it will go out your aura, and each layer it hits of the aura, starting with the very first layer, the violet flame will transmute it to high vibration energy. And of course, you are the sword, and so that transmutes too. So it leaves you and leaves your aura, goes nice and clean and healthy. And that little something is, healing team, please send the light needed to fill up all that space where the congestion was, and it's now gone. Filling it with light. Those of you who have not connected with your healing team, just call your healing team here. It doesn't matter whether you know who they are or not. You can just say, healing team, everybody has one. Connect with them. There you go. And now another little area of protection. Heart source. Expand to the furthest reaches of my aura or to the tips of my fingers when I hold my arms out, whichever is larger. The heart source is actually a Merkaba as well. It is a multi-tool, can do all kinds of wonderful things. Good. And now let's develop our healing lecture room. This is an adaptation from something within the Melchizedek method, which I took years ago. There is a floor of light below us, a canopy of light above us, pillars of light in each corner. All the pillars are green for St. Patty's Day. They have fun with me as well. With the pillars up, I invite in the angels that know they are needed for today's healing, and they are going to surround the healing lecture room from pillar to pillar and back to the first pillar. Now just feel what's happening within you. Good. And in that central pillar, we invite all the masters and saints and angels, all those who are going to be with us for healing. For those of you here for the first time and listen for the first time on YouTube, usually I see Yeshua, also known as Jesus, and Buddha. Hilarion marched in first, and they're behind him. Hilarion is the Chohan, or the head of the fifth ray of healing, which he reminds us is also green. I see Kuan Yin, Mary of Magdala, Mother Mary. I see Lazarus, who was in the Christian scriptures raised from the dead. And he is with the little girl that was raised from the dead, that Jesus did that. Who else is coming in? There's Kali. Kali is like a destroyer and helping you elevate, transmute from the Hindu tradition. There can be many more coming in. I always love it when St. Jude comes. He gave us a message one time, and he's called the patron saint of hopeless cases, and he always says there are no hopeless cases. And just take a moment, and is there anybody you would like? You don't even have to say a name if you don't know a name, but you could say an expert at. Invite somebody in who is an expert at getting your washing machine to fix or something like that. There's a bunch of other people coming in. That is our healing lecture room, and the healing lecture room holds everyone who will ever see the videos, read the transcript. We are all enclosed within that space. Hilarion has invited Yeshua, Kuan Yin, and Mary of Magdala to come in and be with us for the healing session. And he is saying, please pull up your green jade chair of healing. You have within you this space, and you can use your imagination to construct things. And when I go into my sacred space, has all kinds of waterfalls around it, and it has a big altar in it that almost looks like the computer screen, and then it has something to the other side where it has some candles and flowers. But my healing room is, I also do something called Mindscape, and my healing room has all kinds of equipment in there that I work with, including a table that I lie upon when I am working with other people, taking it easy, so you can construct it in any way you want. I was just telling you about the healing room that I do, and when I do healing with people, I also go into that healing room and bring things out. So now, make yourself comfortable in your green jade chair of healing. Connect with your healing team and ask, what would you most like to experience healing for? It can be whomever else you wish. Cleo had asked that we send energy to all the workers, especially the national park workers in the United States. We'll do some healing work with that. Invite your healing team to be with you. The first thing that is happening is your green chair of healing is going to be activated to the vibration that you need for this healing. There you go. And now I'll say a prayer. Father, Mother, God, I ask you to guide and to direct each one of us in what it is we most need healing for ourselves. And then that we spread that out to healing for family and friends, healing for those that we've been asked to pray for, and healing of the world. So there is now light coming down to each one of us of a specific vibration. And that specific vibration is for what we need. That vibration is changing for the first things to align your brain, right and left side, through what we call the cortices. That's in body talk. And now aligning what we call switching in body talk, the fight, flight, freeze response. Just breathe in deeply. There we go. And I'm getting a message to tell those of you who are usually on this call and are not now, that you're still being included in this. I'm seeing the double helix of the DNA. And we are asking for each one of us here, those that you are praying for, all the people that we have in our minds and hearts. We ask the healing teams of every person for the repair of the DNA plug-in to be used. We're also doing what's called cellular repair in body talk, where we work with the cells. In my family, I'm being called to work with diabetes and alcoholism. I think they're probably both related in a way. So whatever it is, the other things I'm getting is there's something with stomach disorders. It's those of you who participate in group distance healing, you'll actually see this on Monday, is that we are connecting with the aspect of ourselves that had a lifetime in which we are an ancestor of ourselves. Does that make sense? Here's me, Kathy, and I'm being brought back to an ancestor where I was a great, that's 2 greats, 3 greats, 4 greats, 5 greats, 6 greats, 7 great grandmother of myself. And so I'm asking our healing teams, especially our encodement teams. It's interesting, and Hilarion is pointing, and so is Yeshua. Put a finger on your navel and another at the very top of your crown chakra. Or you can put a hand if you want to, it doesn't matter. And now just say, balance DNA. Healing teams, we are asking you to align our DNA to the divine blueprint. We are asking for an infusion of strength in our muscular system. There's a good number of us over the age of 70 here. Sometimes we discover that our legs, our arms get weaker. Just let that energy come through. We are asking now for the release of all energies within us which lead to a weakening of our muscular system. It's actually emotions like shame, embarrassment, guilt, jealousy, envy. So just tell your healing team you want to let go of those. Breathe deeply. And if y'all are still holding on to the DNA points, you can relax now. Breathe out as you breathe in deeply with your intention. Exhale anything that's being released, and it's just going to go straight through the aura. Remember, with the violet flame and with yourself being the sword, it's all going to get cleansed. Great. And now, Father, Mother, God, creator of us all, love itself, we ask you to fill those spaces that had congestion in them, to fill it with the highest vibration of light possible. Okay, and now I'm seeing spinning in front of each one of us is the divine blueprint. Those of you who haven't heard of the divine blueprint, it is what in other places is called the Adam Kadmon. It is the perfect, divine, amazing blueprint of ourselves with all of the attributes in the perfect human. And we are perfect, right? The places where you're not, that's different. We're all moving forward. There we go. Healing team, we ask that the divine blueprint enfold us, fit us like a glove, and activate within us every organ, every endocrine gland, every cell, our skin tissue. Ligaments, muscles, tendons, bones, mucous membranes. A healing team, we are asking for the balancing and healing of things within our family. We ask for balancing and healing for those people we have in our hearts and our minds that are needed for healing. And I know there are those among us, including myself, where we have friends or family members who are getting ready to leave and to go, praying to St. Joseph for a happy death. I have a friend she talks about a good death, which is pain-free, that we're able to step out of our bodies. I ask that for my dad, my brother, and for other people who know of family and friends that they're going to be leaving soon. We also ask that as they step out of their bodies, they notice their angels, guides, and family members around them so that they go home, that they don't get lost. And now, Hilarion, we ask that all that we just did for ourselves, every procedure that was done, that the healing teams of every person we hold in our minds and hearts. We also ask for every person that is in our minds and hearts that there be healing on the relationship level. Now see some representation in front of you, whether it is your country, your province, your state, your city, or the entire world. We call upon all of the angels and masters of healing, especially those who work on a national, international, even intergalactic level. We ask to send the energy needed to bring peace, comfort to people who have lost their jobs. We ask that our national parks be protected, that Gaia protect this precious earth of ours. We ask in all parts of the world that hearts of stone become hearts of flesh, and that people have kindness and compassion for those who are affected by war, by changes in governments, by what is happening within their families. And precious God, we know that you have a plan. We ask that each one of us be able to acknowledge, have patience, and live the first ray, the blue ray, which is God's will. We ask that this entire planet and everyone, those we know, those we don't know, come to know who they are. Love incarnate, the power and presence of God. For those who are struggling in finding jobs, those who have been dismissed and then struggling to find jobs, we ask for a blanket of knowledge, wisdom, and prosperity to come over them, and that they be guided to their newest position that will hold prosperity and security for them. For all of those who have died in the last week for any reason, especially in war, thinking of the Ukraine, thinking of Gaza, we ask that each person who has not gone home yet be surrounded with the angelic realm or their family members that have already come home, so that they are seen and guided home. If there's anything in your mind, in your heart that I have not mentioned, please place that out now. And again, we ask that for every place where darkness or congestion has left, that it be replaced with the highest vibration of love that each person can handle. And we thank you. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, and all who worked with us and all of us here and participated. Now exchange your green jade chair of healing for whatever you want to sit in, whether you want to have a cup of coffee or tea or water, or Amma's going to come in and give us another message. If y'all would connect with heart to the central pillar, and if you would connect to me, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. The next one you hear will be the Divine Mother. Dear ones, precious ones, how wonderful to be here again. Of course, I'm with you always. You know that, right? Let us talk about what it is like on the individual level with everything going on in this world. There is a plan. It is happening. And you chose to live on this planet in this incarnation at this time to provide light and love. You have chosen to realize there is so much to release within you so that your light shines outward through everyone. I want you to feel within yourself right now and just ask your healing team or your soul self to help you. What do I most need to release? Where in your life are you holding back who it is you truly are, that you are holding back your power? Each one of you has something important to do to bring love, to shine light through this world. Some people will accept that and some people will not. But that doesn't mean you stop shining light. Is there something about yourself you're holding on to? Is it possible that you are thinking, others can, but I cannot do this? I cannot speak out. I cannot write. I cannot stand firm in my truth. I cannot forgive. I cannot let go. That's not true. You can be the brightest light upon this earth. You simply need to allow the Creator to fill you with that light. Allow yourself to be filled with light. When you participate in exercises guided by this one or other people, and they say, receive all the love you needed at that time to release that which you do not need any longer. Keep receiving. See that love coming in. And you can add on that, will you take all that I give you? Speaking to the Creator, all that I give you. May we have an exchange of love. And this will dissolve within you those holding you back. They could be as minor as embarrassment, although embarrassment doesn't feel that minor, does it? It can be as major as hatred or rage, despair, even to release that so that you fill yourself with light and love. Once you do that, asking for all of that light and love and receiving that light of love, what is the next thing you do? You use it. You step out and you speak when you need to speak. You act when you need to act. Sometimes it will be small things. Sometimes it will be major things. Sometimes you have to deal with things that put you in your place and freezes you there, like loss. And there are so many dealing with loss right now. They need your support. How do you support them when you do not know them? Many of you know exactly how to do that, but I think it's important to remind yourself. Heart source, I am the sword. Breathe in the love that is coming from above and below. Breathe in the love that is coming all around you. Your family, your friends, even those smiles from people that you don't know. The people that hold the door open for you. Love comes forth. And then you return it. The more love that you gather within you, and the more you act within that love, the more you say to yourself, I forgive me for what I have done. I forgive you for whatever you have done. The light expands and generates, and you send that love everywhere. Some of you may think, oh, that's easy for you. What about us? Becoming human was not easy. And you knew that before you came here. But you have forgotten that being here. You have experienced the reality of how difficult it is to be a human and come to realize that you are more than a human. You are an aspect of God. You're not God. Yes, that's true. You are not in the place where you are creating universes and galaxies and planets, are you? But you are an aspect of God. You are of the same substance. Using a metaphor, you're not any different than somebody cutting down a redwood and dividing it up into planks of wood. They're not the tree anymore, but they are part of that redwood. And they contain the energy and the love that was within that sturdy, wonderful tree who kept anchored to the planet and knew the whispers of the Creator within it. You are love incarnate because you were created from love itself. You have the chance to act in that way. You are the power and presence of God because people, humans, need someone physical. Not everyone is able to listen within their heart and hear us speak to them. Yes, I've said these words many times before. It is time to emphasize those because so much is happening on your planet. I am speaking of the love that comes out from other people, with the millions of people who are working to make things better. I remind you to release your worry about what is happening. Somebody has the expression, it is what it is. It is what it is, and it is in my womb and the Father's heart. And we know what was happening and what is happening and what will be the result of it, because there is no time with us. We gave you and you accepted. You might say, I'm finding out more about pain, more about loss, more about how imperfect I am and how I don't have the strength. I want you to know that wherever you are right now, you are perfect for what is needed right now. In healing, you are even more perfect. You see your pain, what you call your imperfection. You see where you have made mistakes. You see where you have failed. We don't see that. Did you know that? There is no failure on your part. I want to tell you that we see the amazing light that you are, the love that you are. We ask you to share that with the world. We ask you in your strength and your desire for there to be love that you share that. It will not always be accepted, but it is returned by all those around who your love ran into, their angels, their healing teams, us as we hold you in our love. That is what we see. And we know there will be changes because you make a choice at different times in your life to send love to those who need it, even if you don't know who they are. We know there are times you will make the decision to let go of every wound, of every betrayal. And why are you going to choose to let go of it? Because you need to, in order to live, in order to not hurt, in order to have joy in your life. You were made with joy. Joy is part of you. These are the little everyday things of life that seem so overwhelming. Know that you can release. Know that every person you are with is love. Every person you avoid is love. Those things within you, how is a country going to repair its relationship with another country? How is a state going to repair itself to another state or a province? How are you going to repair things within yourself? First, let your healing team work with you. Let us, Abba, fill you with love. Work with your encodement team, your healing team. When you feel like you do not have enough love, healing team, please fill me with as much love as I can hold right now. Please activate all encodements for releasing that which does not serve me. If I don't have any encodements to help me with that, please create them and activate them so that I can release that which I do not need any longer. If I have within me a reluctance, a resistance to taking a risk on love, healing team, please activate all encodements needed to risk loving. And if I don't have those within me, please create them and activate them. This is where you are now. You may think the daily things of life, which are big things, right? They're the things that cause pain. They're the things that harden your heart. We are asking you to release. And pray for those who have wounded you, that their heart become a heart of flesh. And what is a heart of flesh? It is the heart that is within God, within spirit. Ask for assistance in that. We are here. millions, billions, however you count them, of angels are here for your assistance. If you call upon them, they will not invade you. Call, ask, and breathe in love. And remember that you are of the greatest love around. You have no idea how special you are. And that is why you are here, to discover how to live in and how to love a world of chaos where there seems to be so who do not care. I want you to know there are many who care that you do not know about. You are needed. This world is needed. When you hear the news that you do not like, send love to dissolve that energy. When you hear of people who act unkindly or someone is unkind to you, call your soul healing team and ask them to find and bring back all the pieces of yourself you lost at that interaction, to clean, repair, and heal all pieces, and to fully integrate them within you. This helps you be whole. Be there. Be you. Be the one who feels and who sends love. Be the one who is tender-hearted. Those that came into your healing today, Yeshua, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary of Magdala, they had to keep their heart tender when they walked upon this planet. Allow yourself to do that. Know that we are with you. And every pain that comes, ask for healing. Ask your soul healing angels. You deserve healing, and we need you to release that. When it is healed, ask to be filled with light. When you feel distressed, ask to be filled with love. We need you individually so that you can be a group of people of love. My blessings to you, dear ones. My blessings to you. Have a wonderful week. And take some minutes every day and ask to be filled with all the love you have needed but have not received. Allow us to fill you with that love. Blessings. So this is Kathy. It seems Amma in the last few months has gone from telling us that we have this clarion call to be who we are and to do this and that and the other, all of those wonderful things. Was it last week where she said, come sit with me and let me tell you a story? And today it's like she's talking very personally to us again. It's like she wants us to know, yes, you're part of a group, but you are part of her and that you are loved. I like that.
Thank you, Dr. Kathy. That was
Thank
beautiful.
you. Thank you all.
Bye,
Thank you,
Cleo.
Kathy.
Hi.
Bye, Happy St.
St. Joseph's on the 19th.
That's
yes.
right. Yep. All you Irish folks enjoy St. Patty's Day.
And blessings to every one of you.
Thank you.